Okay, so we are going to talk about a WBDC animated film called Justice League Dark. Justice League Dark is the new DC animated film that came out recently. It was supposed to come out, I think, in time for the Doctor Strange release, but they missed that and it came out early January. And I know, talking about this now. I've been trying to keep up with the theatrical releases, but I have been wanting to talk about this. This is an anime film that features Batman being voiced by Jason O'Mara because they couldn't get Kevin Conroy. Matt Ryan, who played Constantine in the Constantine TV show that unfortunately got canceled, and so he's voicing Constantine in this animated film. This is awesome. You got Camilla Luddington doing the voice of Zatanna. Ray Chase does the voice of Jason Blood, aka Egerton or the Demon. Roger Cross does the voice of this guy here, Swamp Thing. He also does the voice of Green Lantern John Stewart, who shows up briefly in the animated film. Nicholas Turturro voices this guy right here, Deadman, or he's also known as Boston Brand. And that's it for our supernatural superheroes that show up in this. You got also the villain voiced by Enrico Colantini, named Felix Faust, a character named Black Orchid, who is kind of like somebody that protects John Constantine's home and someone that Deadman has a crush on, voiced by Colleen Shanesi. A character named Gast, voiced by Fred Tasker, who voiced the Hulk in some of the Marvel animated films. Jerry O'Connell does the voice of Superman, who shows up briefly in this. That's pretty awesome. He was in Stand By Me and the TV show Sliders. That got canceled a while back, unfortunately. Rosario Dawson does the voice of Wonder Woman in this. That's pretty awesome. She did the voice of Barbara Gordon in the Lego Batman, so now she's doing the voice of Wonder Woman here, while she's also doing Claire Temple in the MCU Netflix world. So she's playing both areas here. That's pretty cool. And Alfred Molina does the voice of the other villain in this. We have Felix Faust as one of the villains, and the other villain is Destiny. And Alfred Molina, if you know him best, you know him from the second Sam Raimi Spider-Man film as Dr. Octopus. Now, I really wanted to see this movie because I like the WBDC animated films more than I like the DC Universe films. These movies are awesome, and this is a really great movie. The plot of this movie shows, the beginning of the movie shows Superman, Batman, and I believe Wonder Woman are going up against people who are hallucinating and attacking people that they love, and the superheroes are trying to stop these people that could be hurting their own families, and they don't understand why why these people are hallucinating. So Batman comes to the conclusion that it could be something supernatural. So he calls in the supernatural superheroes, Constantine, Zatanna, Egerton, Deadman, and Swamp Thing, to deal with the threat. And we find out that the character known as Felix Faust is one of the villains behind this, and later on we find out the other villain is Destiny. Now, I really, really like this movie. This is an excellent movie. The voice cast is awesome, especially when you have Matt Ryan, who did Constantine in the Constantine TV show, doing the voice of Constantine in this. That's excellent. And for those of you who don't know who Deadman is this ghost who in life was Boston Brand, and he got killed. So now that he's a ghost, he can possess people, and that kind of ability becomes pretty handy. And for those of you who don't know who Egerton or Jason Blood is, he is a guy that was once a knight of King Arthur, but he did something bad, so Merlin cursed him to be attached to this demon named Egerton, and he's cursed with this immortality to roam the world battling supernatural villains. He's almost like a DC version of Ghost Rider, which is pretty cool when you see him in demon form. And I really did like this whole movie. It was cool seeing Swamp Thing, and it was cool seeing all these other heroes. I would have liked maybe a little bit more Swamp Thing, but he gets a very cool scene in the climax of the movie, which is awesome. And I did like the comic relief from Deadman. He was a very cool character. There was a bit of an implied possible romance between John Constantine and Zatanna. I like the chemistry that those two had. And I did like the fact that Deadman seemed to have a crush on the character known as Black Orchid. The villain, Felix Faust, and the villain, Destiny, were two very cool villains. And I think Jerry O'Connell does a pretty good voice for Superman. And this was just a really, really cool movie. So overall, this animated film gets an A. Definitely check Justice League Dark out. Let's hope the Wonder Woman movie and the upcoming Justice League movie are going to be as good as Justice League Dark, but I don't think so. But one can hope. Huh? So that's all I got to say about this.